some of the introductory, the way that you could do, and then you can get some tutorial from this short ones, and there are quite a few Google ones, and also manuals as well. If you click this, then you can see some of the manuals. Okay, these things can be done by graphical user interface, although it is simple, but so you can start with some of the servers that you may not know, or server name that you know but you do not know IPs. For example, our sitesecure.org. Then those who do not have heard of that once, we have our own server, sitesecure.org. This is our cybersecurity. This is the curriculum that you are doing, and intro to cybersecurity is here, right? These are some of the things that you may be able to know. Similarly, we have a Manhattan, manhattan.org. The server running on the next door. But anyway, this, if you want to scan, first of all, to see when you type here sitesecure.org, it attached to the given version here. So command line of nmap, if your Linux server has nmap already installed, then you can start from here. This is terminal, right? If you have nmap already installed. And then V is this is servers and some of the speed ups, and this is very basic things. And then you can click on scan. Then it access to this server to give you some of the findings. Before this nmaps developed, my Mac OS does not have I'm not sure. So manual nmap. It has network explorations tools, security, and port scanners. You can use that. Before this nmap was deployed here, there's an NS lookup. Server was this is simple the NS lookup systems. So here sitesecure.org, then you can find out also the IP address 47.22.174.74. This is a simple way that you can do, but nmap gives us a lot more than that, right? So look at this. This is IPs that we had here, right? 7422. But here, what we can find, this nmap gives us a lot more information about this server. Not only this name, but as you read here, the port information is given to me. 80 TCP open. This is open. By knowing that, oh, port 80 is open. So you can access unsecured web server, which is actually what it is. And warning, OS scan result may be unreliable because we could not find at least one open and one closed port. Device type, general purpose storage miscellaneous, running just guessing. Linux 3 dot, actually, yeah, it runs the Linux, CentOS, but version I do not know. OS CPU, OS Linux, kernel 4 CPEs. Aggressive OS guess. Guess is a Linux 3 dot. Uptime guess 30 days since September 4th. Network distance 14 hops from this nmap. And then trace routes. Trace route also. Trace route is the Linux command, but this nmap do that on behalf of me. So for hop 1, it goes to this 172.25.140.1. That's I'm not sure that is. For example, CY $15. Oh, that is not. It's nothing to do with this. Okay. I thought this is somehow this. Some of the trace hopping trace there. Okay. So this is the IP address, but you can, for example, 47.22.174.74 to 47.22.174.255. You can scan through that also. This is a range of IP addresses. From here, first 3 network numbers are the same. I changed only the last number I added it, right, from 74. I wanna ask this nmap to scan all the IP address in between. So try to scan it. So we'll come back to take a look at the result. And then there is the nmap. Okay, the features there and the examples. We can scan range of IP address. That's what we do. This is a little different. For example, 4722.174.1/30. Have you guys taken any network course yet? I know you do, but yes, many of you do not take a network course, right? 337 maybe? CISC 337. /30 means they can indicates the network address and host address. IP address, how many bits are used to represent one IP address? How many bits? 32 bits, 4 bytes, right? 4 bytes. Therefore, we have 3 dots. So one number dot, second number dot, third number dot, fourth number dot, 4 number. If it is IP version 4, version 4 means 4 byte long IP address. If that is IP 6 bytes long, then that is 6 bytes are used. So 4 bytes used. 1 byte is nothing but 8 bits, right? So 4 times 8 means 32 bits. 32 bits are used to represent one IP address. So 47. So first 1 byte used to represent 47, and second byte to represent 22, third byte 174, fourth byte 1, and out of 32 bytes, 30 means 30 bits. Out of 32 bits, only 30 bits. First 30 bits are allocated to represent network address. The rest will represent host address. Altogether will be the IP address. So IP address can consist of network address and host address. Without this, we do not know which one's host address. Only when we say here /30, then first 30 bits, that is the address for networking. What that means is that when you send out the data to the network, internets, then only those 30 bits are used to trace. So from one router to another router, when your data travels, then the way it identify the destination is used by first 3 bits. When it arrives that destination location, then last 2 bits will be identified to find out which host it goes to. So not only the network, not only all the router hopping to one router to another, when it arrives to the destination, under one router, there may be multiple hosts linked, right? Think about your home router. You have one home router installed, right? How many hosts connected to your home router? So many, right? Your cell phones, your laptop, your printer, and maybe some other your home surveillance devices, surveillance cameras, doorbells, so many others. They are all connected to your router. Each one of those are the host. host address. Okay, depending upon this 30, then we see 2 bits only to be used to allocate the devices. Okay, 2 bits can allocate. Then how many hosts? How many numbers? How many numbers can be generated by 2 bits? Only 4 numbers, right? 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. But actually, 1, 1 and 0, 0 are not going to be assigned to any host. All in between can be assigned. So 2 hosts can be assigned too, although IP address is available. Okay, so if you want to, on this particular IP address, if you want to see if any port is available, you know ports, you know the ports, right? You've used the word ports, right? USB. Oh, do you have a USB port? Do you have a printer port? Do you have a keyboard port? Do you have a mouse port? That is the port actually, right? Onto your systems. Your system, watch out all the ports. How many ports available? I think 65,000 ports are available on your laptops. And first 1,000 ports are already designated to use. For example, your keyboard designated the ports, your mouse designated, but all others open. When you install one program, then a specific port is assigned to that program. So from one program to another program, there is a communications. The communication is made from the port that assigned to that application to the port assigned to another application. Then 2 programs can be communicated. So we can scan the port also. Through the port, from outside, we can get in your system if that port is open. Port 80 open, therefore outside the packets can come into your web browser. Web browser, that program open the port number 80 to communicate with outside. Some other programs, if you install some others, then each application may open a port. So we can see what ports are available. I think it is stopped somewhere here. Maybe that is maybe prohibited. Somewhere.
I think the computers here, or at least these laptops, actually block you from pinging.
Maybe so, yeah.
Because even if I try to ping Google, my request just times out.
Yeah, probably.
It's the Wi-Fi here.
Let's see. This is what I did at home successfully. Yeah, it checked 72. No. If I do this and scan, yeah, it scans, as I said, 174.1/30. So last 2 bits are to be used for the host. So as you can see here, 72. This is .0, .3, .1, including that. Is there .2? Maybe there is a .2 also. Yeah, .2 here. All of those are scanned. So 4 IPs are scanned because I said here 30. But if you put here rather than 30, maybe 29, then 3 bits are open for host. 2 to the power 3 means 8. So 8 additional IPs will be scanned. But actually only 6 hosts can be physical 6 ports, 6 hosts can be installed and connected to the network. But anyway, we can see here very nicely it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I think one more. So 7 hosts left. Some of the offending packets, TCP offending packets. This guy is not really offending. It's not. It's a simple word as opposed to defending. So I want to. This nmap wants to get in to see if there is any possibility of any vulnerabilities available through ICMP protocols. So we send out UDP protocols and ICMP protocols. ICMP protocols is in that word, linked layer levels, and network and transport layer. Then it goes to it allows UDP or TCP protocols. But right now, ICMP protocol is used. And TCP UDP as well. So this is a nmap things that we check, and also for the a particular this 47.22.174.5. This is not sitesecure.org host, but some other host. But it's it has all those closed ports. Port 443, all the TCP ports. All of these are available, but currently closed. Same thing for .6 IP. Similarly. And .7, 443 TCP ports. Running 2.6, Linux 2.6. Let's see others, other operating systems is running. This is a Linux. Yeah, most of them are Linux running in. This is also Linux. No Microsoft Windows servers. Some of the stealth scanning was performed. We can do much more, but today's lecture is not going to exploit nmap further and deeper, but only see nmap is the tool that we can see the vulnerabilities of other infrastructure or host. That much that we want to see today.
Is there a specific reason why we see nmap and not metasploit?
Right now,
It's harder to
this is
use, but
yeah. This is starting points.
Yeah.
We're not going to do metasploits before we do nmap. Yeah, but other course maybe you can do. Yeah, but in this course probably the nmap most likely that we can do.
What scan should I be doing on the profile that you did there? What scan did you do? Which is a regular scan for that IP?
Yeah,
722.
the thing I did here, 4722.170. What I did initially, for example, mercy.edu, okay, scan this, then I first see IP address 23.185.0.1, for example. Then I can do, instead of this, 23.185.0.1.1, and then I want to specify the range of the things. How many further IP address that I want to access. Then if I say 30, then I want to scan 4 more addresses. If I make 29, then 8 more addresses. If I have 28, then 2 to the power 4, so 16 additionals. So let's see, if I have here 28, from 28 to 32, how many bits left? 4 bits, right? 4 bits means 2 to the power 4, then that is 16. So 16 IP address will be scanned.
Okay.
So let's see, with this given IP address, if I want to scan 16 more, then I can do this. These are the most likely 16 more. It first discovered those 16. It shows a little bit of those, right? 16 holes. It goes further and further. So although you do not know much, by know the address, web address, from there you can scan something additional, find out if there is any vulnerabilities, but don't go further deeper. I don't want you to be in any trouble. Just simple test, and then you can study more and more. Then you can so a lot of IP addresses that you can see here. See, those are the IP address. On the left hand side. So click one, then you can do more about that. So I want you to read. Okay. Question? I think this is it for today. Okay, I'll see you next week.